What's good, everybody? What's good? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Y'all know what it is. This is God's House of Restoration. This is our Wednesday night live Bible study. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Y'all here early tonight. That's different. I see y'all tapping in early. That's a blessing. That means you're anticipating. That means you're looking forward to it. As always, man, thank you everybody for joining. Thank you for watching and tuning in with us weekly on our Wednesday night live Bible study. It is a blessing when you all do that. We are God's House of Restoration. I don't know why my arm is itching at this particular moment. I apologize for the scratch right there. But anyway, we are God's House of Restoration. What the pastor is Pastor Sid Davis, Assistant Pastor Rob Verge, and a lot of great members are going along with it, man. So y'all know what it is, man. Come on up in the room. Let me know who you are. If you're new to this channel, new to this content, please go ahead and share, like, and subscribe to this content, especially if you're out there on YouTube land. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell to get all those good updates when we go live or post or do something. And if you're on Facebook land right now, go ahead and hit that share button. And as always, man, tag somebody in the comments on the night and let somebody know about Bible study with God's House of Restoration on the night. What's going on, Carissa? What's up, Cedar? What's up, Dex? What's up, Tracy? What's up, Janice? What's up, Leonard? Yeah, man. Thank everybody for joining in on the night, man. If you're out there, man, go ahead and get some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Give me some shares right now, man. Just, again, tag somebody in the comments, especially if you're on Facebook, man. Invite somebody into the study tonight, man. It's a special one on the night, man. It's going to be a treat. I'm ready for it, as you should all be too. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the quick announcements out the way, get the analytics and all that good stuff out the way real quick before we get this thing started. Man, I just want to remind everybody, it's coming up, man. It's coming up next week, February the 7th, man. This book right here up on your screen right here is called The Ancient Paths by Craig Hill. We will be starting this book on next week. Hey, man, it's a good read. It's some stuff is going to get broken. We're going to learn some things about ourselves and you know what God says about us, man. So I encourage everybody to go out and get this book right here. It's called The Ancient Past. It's up on your screen right now. I do have a copy. I have my copy. You should have yours too. You can purchase this book on Amazon for like $5 or $6. I'm pretty sure you can probably get it on eBay as well. And if you want the audio book, you can cop that for like $3. I seen that on Amazon as well. But just to encourage everybody, if you can't get it, I did come across the PDF. Shout out to Pastor Sid. Did come across the PDF, man. So I'll be able to put it up on the screen so you all can follow along with that as well if you need to. So yeah, next week, The Ancient Past, we're going to be diving in this book by Craig Hill. It's going to be a dope series, man. I can't wait to get into it. And you know, it's going to be a good time. Yeah. So it's going to be good, man. So yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and jump right up into it, man. I am going to exit myself off the screen right now as I bring our pastor in on tonight. He is going to bless you all with his face and his presence right here to get this thing rolling. And as I always say, man, we don't want this to be a monologue. We want this to be a dialogue. Talk with the teachers, engage with the teachers, vibe with them, rock with them, man. We want your comments. We want your questions. And just drop something in the comments, man, and we gonna talk with you. We're gonna rock with you. And as I said that, I thought I was exiting myself from the screen, but I came back on. But here I go right now. So right now we got our pastor. That's Pastor Sid. He's up on your screen right now. We thank God for him. And we just going to let God have his way on the night. So everybody, let's open our hearts, our minds, and our ears. And let's see what the Lord has for us all on tonight. God bless everybody. Yeah. It's yours, Pastor.
It's KJ always say, what's up, good people? There's a guest tonight that I'm going to bring on. And normally I know y'all normal or used to seeing me with my sidekick, my road dog, my homie. Some people call him Brother Leonard. People I think close to him starting to call him Papa Leonard. So we just gonna roll with that. But I do have a guest that I'm gonna bring on. Before I even introduce this person, I'm gonna read one quick scripture, say one real quick prayer, and then when I tell KJ to bring them on, we're gonna let the dogs out. Jeremiah 29:11 is something that we all should know. It says, "For I know the thoughts that I have, that I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we just thank you for the night, God. I pray, Lord, that this is, KJ says, Lord, not a monologue, but a dialogue, God. And if there's any questions, comments, Lord, anything, I pray, Lord, that they will post it in the chat, Lord, and we'll answer, Lord, as we can, Lord. And I just thank you. Tonight, before I bring this person on, I want to say one thing. You guys have always heard me say, and we'll get to the reason why in a minute, because I'm going to let them do the talking. But a lot of times, and I'm not sure if it's been taken out of context, I don't think so, but you hear me say, I was raised by my grandmama. Well, the thing that I noticed about that is there's a spirit of rejection that came along with that, but also I know for a fact that the woman that gave me to my grandmama, which is my mother, we don't realize that the same spirit would minister to both parties. So before I go any further, KJ, go ahead and bring my guest on. You got Papa Leonard on the other side. This is Mama right here. Mama, can you hear me? Mama, I know you. Hey, they know I'm crazy.
Hello, everybody. I hear you fine.
Okay, all right, we good. Now, the reason I bring this on because I want to discuss tonight a little bit.
Stuff, computerized stuff, messing up, son, messing up.
Oh, in mine?
All right.
Well, hold on. All right.
I want to talk everybody a little bit. Should know me. I'm your Pastor Sid's mother. I call him man. Call him Sid.
All right. Can you hear me, Mama? All right. I want to talk tonight a little bit about family dynamics. You all have heard me. Okay. You all have heard me say that I was raised by my grandmother. Even though my grandmama raised me, my mama was still a part of my life. So, and there's a lot of stuff that I got from my grandmother, but there's also a lot of stuff that I got from my mama, even though I lived in the house with my grandmama. So, and the thing that's why I says Jeremiah 29:11, that even in this life that we live, we don't know the plans that God has for us. And even though it's God's plans, we still can, in so much a way, be hurt by those plans. Mama, can you hear me? She can hear me. You got me? Oh, her phone, her thing may be acting up because she did mention earlier about her microphone. Can you hear me?
Mine fine.
Okay, but I'm saying okay. You got your phone or your laptop?
I got my laptop.
Hold on, I'm wondering if it'd be better on your phone, or would it work if I maybe call you and we can talk over that way, and that way they can hear you in the computer.
You can't say anything but a word. Going down now.
All right.
Give me a second.
Okay. Or if not, I can call you.
That's we're not doing that.
Yeah, we're gonna get this rolling.
All right. Let me look at the time frame on that. There we go. No, I got so much junk on this phone. I need to take the demons off of it.
I got a new phone today, and that sucker ain't even let me call out. I had to call Kendall like 3 times from Jeremiah's phone.
Oh, yeah, man. I was like, who's calling me from Atlanta? I guess I'm gonna lock Jeremiah in tonight. I got him now.
Yeah, that was me, bro. I had to use his phone.
I thought you was a scam artist, bro. You know how that go.
Bro, I am. I got family from Nigeria.
You thought it was me?
No, he thought I was a scam artist because I called him from Jeremiah's phone. Kendall.
How you doing, Mama?
Might not can hear you.
I'm doing fine. He's sitting up there trying to confuse me and it's him.
Yeah. Your phone good?
Can you hear me?
You good now? Yeah, I'm
Well,
good.
we hear you. Yes, ma'am.
I'm still on laptop.
Okay. But
He
what I
can
was
hear
gonna
me.
say, like we talked
Tell the
earlier
rest of
about
them give you a
family
thumbs
dynamic.
up and make sure they can hear me. All right, what you
They
want to know?
should be. We talked earlier today about family dynamics, and like I said, a lot of times I said that I was raised by my grandmother, but you still played a part in that. But like I said, even in that, and we talked earlier about, even though God's plan may play out, sometimes we got to understand that we can still be wounded during that process.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be wounded.
Yeah. So kind
Thing
of
about
like
it
we
is,
was. Go ahead. You gotta put the earpiece in. It's messing up, Mom.
how about now?
Yeah, I can now.
Okay, I didn't hit the button. No, you can be wounded, but you have to realize by following the path that God has set for you, it's not necessarily the path we could take because that path is not easy. It's rugged, it's rocky, it's got hills, it's got valleys, it's got ditches. You're going to fall, you're going to get up. But when God put a Band-Aid on you, baby, it's going to be there. When he take it off, there's no wound.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Now, did you hear that?
Yeah, well, I got
Okay.
you loud and clear. I got you.
How about now?
I got you, Mama. Thumbs up.
Still can't
We
hear
good, baby. Now we good.
Okay. All right, I'm making sure.
No, I got
I
you.
already had
But
my
yeah.
Band-Aids removed.
Hey, me too. So
And it's
that's why I
just that
always
family dynamics
go
up
ahead.
with the children and the parents. And the main
Yep.
problem is parents, they believe in hugging their children, baby, this, kissy, beating them when they shouldn't be beaten, abusing them, but they forget to listen to that silent conversation that child has. When your
Mm-hmm.
child is looking gloomy for no reason, your mind needs to start twirling. You need to understand, but if you don't have the upbringing to help you understand some things, like with you, giving you to my mother was the last thing I had on my mind. I had two grandparents at my back.
Yeah.
One, I was scared of both of them. Let me be honest. But I would rather see you with my mother, because she had lost her husband. All her boys was going off to college, and she was by herself. But then when you got there, she saw more of me then than she did before, because I was
Yeah.
gonna be active.
Yeah.
But my path that I was on was not the path that would have gotten you where you are today.
Yeah.
At all. And that's the reason the Bible says, train up a child in the way they should go. Now, I was trained up in the church, but for years I played church. But God gave me the common sense, which all of us got it. We all got a form of wisdom. It's called common sense. Whether we use it or not is up to us. To know that it would be better for you to be there. And plus your 6 uncles and your aunt. I had pressure from all sides, y'all, but each time I still taught my boys. See, a lot of children, and he didn't get a chance to go through abuse. You know why? Because I taught my boys. I had 3 of them. If your uncles discipline you and they rub your backside too long, tell your mama. Because you know your mama crazy.
I tried to tell them.
Then they would have came up missing. So I know for a fact they didn't do that, but I would still pray to God, take care of my child. But he was in a person's home that, you were going to walk the straight and narrow in the path of God if you was in her house. That's when we all left so early. But guess what? As the Bible says, you raise them up like that, they come back. Children.
Oh. She done dropped off. Anyway, maybe she'll come back. But like me and her was talking today, and whenever she come back, And since my phone is acting up, I can't call her because I got a new phone today that switched over. The thing I noticed, and it's not that I noticed, but I see this in a lot of people because I see it a lot, is that even though I was raised in my grandmother's house, my mama was, she did play a part, like she was saying before she got disconnected. The thing is that there was still a spirit or a feeling or a spirit of rejection that was tied to me coming up. And the thing that I notice about when you have a spirit of rejection ministering to you, there's also a spirit of low self-esteem, and or there's a spirit of pride, because that spirit of pride, you're going to prove people that you were wrong, that they're wrong, that you can do it, that you're not a failure, that you're not a nobody. You back? She muted out now. Mama, you muted.
Busy.
There you go. You off mute now. Oh, back on. There you go, right there.
Get thee
We got
behind
you.
me, Satan, because I will send you back home. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for you all to hear that one.
Tracy, go ahead and
But
post your
children
question.
are neglected on an emotional level.
Yeah.
While she's doing that, I'll say what I got to say. They are neglected as far as when they need discipline, they don't get it because parents are so quick to say, my child didn't do that. Your child will do anything. My child
Yeah.
won't tell a lie. Why not? You telling lies. And the point is they teach them to, when I was coming up, the insurance man came by the house. My mama didn't do it, but my friends' mothers would say, tell them I'm not at home. You teaching the child how to lie. Your parents' friends, especially their male friends, and some of the relatives that were grown up, would attempt and sometimes completely do this, sexually abuse the children. And you know what
Yeah.
the problem was? Parents didn't believe, or they closed their eyes to it, showing a blind eye, because they didn't want to hurt somebody else's feelings, especially if it was a cousin, a brother-in-law, or uncle, or grandparent, or sister, or brother. All children weren't like me. It was attempted to be done to me, but I was a little, ooh Lord, how you gonna put it? I have to put it plain
I
because I
tell
don't have
people you
time
I
to
tell
sugarcoat it.
people
I
you
was a little
crazy.
hellion at a young age. Well, no, because playing crazy is a situation that people use to play crazy to get to what good sense wants.
I didn't
I
say
was
you
just using
played
revenge.
crazy.
You coming
I
after
said you
me,
crazy.
I'm coming after you with all I got.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was what I was back then, because back then, what parents don't realize, they make the children worse because they end up taking a I don't care attitude.
Yeah.
First, they stop caring about themselves. Then they stop
Yeah.
caring about other people. We need to keep our children in church. If we're not going to take them, read them the Bible. If you don't understand the Bible, pray for understanding, because that's where you're going to get it from. Reading and praying for understanding. But even more important, that trying to do what it says.
Yeah.
Playing church
Exactly.
is dangerous.
No, we actually
Playing
hurting the
church.
families when we do that. Yeah. One hold on, mom. Second, mom. Hey, okay, hold
And
on.
you have to listen to church. I can't see her question. Do you think because my father wasn't in my life, that's the reason the way I am? It's according to how much strength you had. Like I said, I was the type, by the time I was 12 years old, I had that, since I don't say words like that, I'm going to have to put it a different way. I don't care attitude. I really didn't, no matter what it was. And was very rebellious to it. Well, my mother wanted me to do something, she tell me not to do it. If she didn't want me to do it, she tell me you can do it. And I thought, no, if she told me I could go somewhere, she trying to get rid of me. See, this is how the
Yeah.
devil was working with me, but not knowing a spiritual woman that she was, that was happening to her. And whether your father's in your life or not, mine was in my life, but it wasn't in there. Just like when I was in prison, but I wasn't in prison. He was there every day, in sight only. So that doesn't make the difference, because I had a strong mother that took care of 8 children, and she took care of us. And she was the type, You were going to respect her, respect everybody else, and you had to respect each other. I remember plenty of
Yeah.
days I had to sit on the couch with my brother, hugging for hours at a time because I said something and he did too that we shouldn't have said to each other. She'd leave and go, stay gone 2 or 3 hours across the street talking to the lady about the Lord. Come back and ask us, you mean you all still sitting there?
Yeah. I
That's the
remember
type
you
of
telling
mother
me
she
that.
was. And we had to do Bible book reports during the summer. If school was out more than Saturday and Sunday, you had to read a whole chapter in the Bible, a whole book, and do a book report. And you couldn't play crazy and make up stuff because
Yeah.
she knew it.
Well, hey, mama, I was gonna say something about what she said about
I understand.
about about not trusting God for not having a father figure. That's one thing I noticed is when, and I'm not gonna say about my dad, cause man, me and my dad cool, me and my mom cool. But when you don't have, especially with girls, if you don't have that male role model or positive male role model in your life, what you do is normally time women would go through life, with the exception of my mama, she was a gangster. You go through life trying,
Yeah, well,
you actually, yeah, trying to, you end up not really chasing, but looking for that father figure that you didn't have. And if you don't go looking for it, then what it will do, it'll cause you to kind of harden your heart and become the type of person that's an independent woman, that I can do this. I don't need a man because my father, my daddy wasn't never there. And if my daddy didn't do nothing for me, then what dude is this joker on the street gonna be able to do? Because I ain't never had one, I don't need one. And if you've been down that situation, then it's going to be hard to ask a man for help. I'm not a woman, but I can tell you from a male's perspective, that's part of the way I am. My mama will tell you, and even y'all beginning to know me more and more and more, I don't like asking people for help. I'm going to do it myself. I don't want to be like that because I realize that I can't do it without y'all. And I pray that y'all can't do it without me. But if y'all can, then hey, the Lord gonna take me somewhere else. But when your father figure is not there, then a man will go through looking for not really approval, but he'll look at somebody to uh, uh, basically he'll go through looking for that male approval. So that's why you see a lot of men, they follow behind people that are in authority positions. That's why you see a lot of, because they're looking for somebody to confirm them. They're looking for confirmation. The women do the same thing. And as we discovered in that book that we're going to read, if you didn't have a male role model, then you're going to search in life and try to obtain that which you didn't have. And if you don't get it, you'll become an independent woman, or, and there's, I still love them, but it's not the right lifestyle. You'll become a woman that becomes the dominant figure in a relationship, and you may end up with a female. And we're going back to family
well,
dynamics, and it ties back into that book, the ancient past. Like my mama said, we got to get back on trail and on track to where God had us to be, or to where we're supposed to be. All right, mama, you can go
yeah,
ahead.
we got to get back. And the problem also lies in, it has nothing to do with generation to generation, but as each generation come along, they became less and less of the older generation prior to them. Whereas I came from a mother that had a strong will, and it was so strong that really we actually thought when she said these words, "I brought you in this world and I take you out," we believed her. But getting
I
back
heard
to
that
that
many a
question,
day.
it's called, in her case, it's misplaced distrust. It's not that you don't trust the your Lord. First, we have to learn to trust ourselves after we begin to trust God. You can't trust God wholly without trusting yourself. You can't love
Yeah,
God without loving yourself. And when you start doing things to when they're children, adolescents, and they don't have any support or somebody that's gonna have some belief and stand behind them, what happens is they fall for any and everything. They get where they don't. Low self-esteem is not even the right phrase for it. They get where they really don't care. Now, when I say I didn't care, it's not that I didn't care about me, because I lived on the motto, I don't care. But I love me some me, even to this day. They have to be groomed. Sometimes you do have to go to a psychologist, especially if you're not rooted in the Lord. And in your case, you had somebody that was more or less rooted in the Lord. I don't know how those roots went, but they were there. And she didn't give up on any of us. And you know, it's hard for a person that had 8 children and they were a single child, didn't have any siblings to deal. Now, I'm going to go like you. My father was drunk. He really was. He didn't have to do what he was supposed to do and had a very good job. We started working at early ages, but guess what? Me, every dime I made went to mama. But then again, I was the only one she made hit the books every day. And of course, I left high school with straight A's. It wasn't by my choice, because had it been my choice at that point in my life when I was really on the wrong path, I would have quit school. But she didn't let me. So I decided I'd go live with my aunt, thinking, well, this is going to work. She wasn't all that religious. But let me tell y'all something. I don't know how many of you know about Eastern Stars. I don't know about the Masons. I don't have nothing to do with them. But those Eastern Stars will keep a child on the right path if they see them, especially when they know you. The point I'm saying is we have to get back to the Bible, and start raising our children, and stop believing that it takes a village to raise a child. Sometimes you're living in the wrong village.
Exactly.
You have to move. Get stuff out of your way. Pray it out your way. And while you praying, sometimes you have to call the police. I did it several times. It wasn't because I was afraid of the folks. I was afraid of what I was going to do to the person and her mama about my child. And that's the way I was. And I'm telling you, Pastor said sitting up there laughing, but let me tell you something, son.
Because I know you. I know you. That's why I'm laughing. I know you. That's why I'm laughing.
And I'm trying not to talk like I normally talk.
You're speaking truth. That's why I'm laughing.
I'm trying not to talk like I normally talk. Now that's a word. Yeah, when you in the wrong village, get out. And I mean, even marriages. We pray for that man. I'm talking about us women, because I don't know what you men do. Y'all, as long as she pretty, y'all want, so it don't matter. Y'all, you know, y'all
ain't praying for no man, Mom. I ain't praying for no man.
But as long as you gonna sit up and pray for that Negro, pray for him and pray for him. And you know you're gonna have to pray 4 times as hard to get rid of him. If you want to get rid of him the right way. This is family dynamics. Do not go to bed with anger, because you may wake up in the middle of the night doing some dangerous stuff. And I'm talking from experience. It's a shame when you got the nickname even years later, people on your brother's job walk up to him talking about me, bust you in the head to the white meat. And I look back and, you know, I'm not really so much ashamed of it. Even now, I said, Lord, I'm glad you saved me from the world and the world from me. I'm not boasting, I'm not bragging. In fact, it's sad. But this is the way I am. I'm good as gold. I really am. But my son, the lady talked to him afraid, you don't come for me unless I send for you. I had to add another part to it. And if I send for you, you might be careful how you come. You can say anything and everything to me. It's the same way we can do our children. We can talk to our children and tell them everything. But the problem with us parents, we want to sit up there like we so holy. We ain't never done nothing. And done way more than them children doing. But you got to be honest with them. I talked to my sons one time about smoking marijuana, weed, smoking a blunt. Mama, how you know about weed? I was 19. Had some in my fatigues. My mama went to my mama's house. She found them. Guess what? Now, if that road would have taken me to heaven, I could have went that night because it scared the living life out of me. I have never, to this day, and I didn't even live there. What you laughing so hard for? You know it's the truth.
I'm
I have
smiling.
never to this day picked up. You were laughing. Don't be lying to your mama now. To this day, picked up any type of drug. I try to give them back to the doctor when they give them to me. That's the type of upbringing she instilled in us. Mm-mm. And now I learned to have the same fear for not doing what the Lord said do. See, that's the thing right there. You have to teach them children to fear the word of the Lord, but it's from being disobedient. And we don't do that. We don't even teach them the consequences of when they're being disobedient with us. We can't be their best friend. And if something happened to your child, especially in the line of sexual abuse, I can say this because Brother Cedric, Pastor Cedric didn't even know this. You wouldn't never know it. The man tried. It was my great aunt's son. My mother and his mother was in the room talking about the Bible, and he tried. But you know, back in the day when I was 7, now I'm 67, be 68 in March, they had real Coca-Cola bottles. Of course, he had to wear 2 licks in the head. Then I broke the other part, and I was going to castrate him. 7 years old.
Ooh.
On the right path, but probably being led by the wrong leader. But what the devil meant for good, for bad, God used it for good.
Yep.
You got to get out of these situationships and keep going with that relationship. I'll tell y'all about that another day.
Hey, Mama, hold on one second. Hey, I changed my mind. I used to always tell my wife, if you ever have a women's thing, don't invite my mama because she going to tear the church up. But I know what? They need you, Mama.
Huh? How you gonna say that? Y'all
I
know
love
what?
you.
That's our pastor. You
You know I
all need
love
to
you.
Papa Leonard. I know you out there somewhere. You need to talk to him.
Papa Leonard,
Reflex.
my home. Mama, you know I got you. I love you, Mama. Hey, they said bring her.
That
No,
might have been this
no,
morning,
no.
but
I say
no.
bring her now.
But this is what they
No.
have to do. You got to go back to it. And the problem with
Now
it
Papa
is
Leonard finna get started.
it's based on parents, the strength of the parents. Parents are straddling the fence. You can't do that. Because one, you're not only you taking your own self to hell, you're taking your children with you.
Yep.
And that's what's going to happen. You taking them. You taking them because they have resentment. They've developed no self-esteem, not little. They've got to where they have no self-esteem, and they think they become yes, ma'am, and yes, sir, men and women. Whatever the other ones say, they go along with it. Even though they don't want to, they're going to go along with it. Knowing it's going to hurt them, they're going to go along with it. Because that's what we as parents have caused them to be. Like I said, a lot of time with children, it's a silent conversation. What I mean by that is you have to pay attention to your child's mood, their facial expression, their walk. And if they've been sexually abused as a child by a grown man or woman, there's a difference in his or her walk because little girls and little boys all are being molested. But even if they tell it, parents turn a blind eye. Or if it's a step parent, the little girl get accused of trying to go with the man. Who want him? You didn't want him. I mean, thank the Lord for saving me. Nope. Back in that day, you didn't take nothing but what I gave you, and it wasn't good when I was giving it to you.
Hey,
And just
I got a
saying, we need
question.
to get back to the word. Back to the
I
word.
got a question for you, Mama.
Okay.
I kind of brought it for you this morning. And the reason I'm asking this because it may be some young people or something listening or watching, I don't know. But you know, and and I still love them. I still accept them, and not just young people, but older people. Where some of them may be, they may be attracted to the same sex, and some of those children, even some grown-ups, when they go through that little spell or that choice or whatever they're doing, what do you tell that person that's been rejected? Or because some parents, they're so ashamed and so embarrassed that they just basically kick their kids to the curb and they shut them down. My thing is, yeah, they're living a life that God is not pleased with. But if you smoking dope, if you getting drunk, if you whoremongering, your sin is no better than theirs. So we still have to love them people. We still have to accept them, but we still got to try to teach them right from wrong. How do you encourage them, Pavo? I'm just reading
First of
Brother Leonard
all,
thing.
we got to start praying for them. And the prayer of the righteous availeth much. And I always say that because I'm very picky about who I want to pray for me. Because everybody
Me
praying
too.
for you not praying good.
Uh-uh.
And parents, oh yeah, do as I say and not as I do. I wasn't one of them type of parents. I let you know what I was doing and let you know where it's gonna lead you. And the type of mother I had, if I did
She,
what she did, I'd been a lot better off a lot sooner. And the point is, like I said, parents believe in acting so holier than thou. And know you wrong. Be sitting up there telling their daughters not to go out with some man and he's single and you out there sleeping with a married man. Sometimes it's your best friend's husband. Parents
as they
have
say,
got to
hush your
pray
mouth.
for them. Uh-huh. Lord bless their soul. But the point I'm saying is this, even though they're like that, true parents see this stuff at an early age. They don't wait till they get 21 liquor store legal to start doing this. Like I said, you need to watch your children. I had a cousin who was a little bitty boy, 3, 4 years old. In fact, I got two, but one of them married a man, bless his soul, that we knew, and we'd always say sugar in the tank or honey buns in the pocket. We knew he was. Now he
Honey
in his
buns in his
50s
pocket.
now, but the point was his mother would not believe it. His own brother and sisters had one brother, two sisters would tell her. No, she wouldn't believe it because you know what? Her husband died early. She busy running after other men. And then the man she brought in the house who lived with, he had a half a tank of sugar in his tank. And this is stuff we knew. Parents need to be, once you become a parent, you need to get down to business and do what's best for that child, which means you need to get yourself right with the Lord too. It might be a slow road, but it's there.
Hey, Mama. Remember we talked this morning. You said exactly what Tracy just said. That the majority of
They
them were
were
molested as
molested.
kids. Yeah, yep, yep. That's exactly
But
what you
see,
said
then
earlier.
again, they didn't have a strong enough godly support system, a godly support system. You can take a child to every psychiatrist, psychologist in the world, but if there's no God in it, it's just a waste of time and money, and it's pushing that child deeper and deeper into that hellhole because that's what it is. And the problem with that is people not gonna want to believe this, especially women. It's a woman's job to nurture and bring up that child. It's the man's responsibility to provide, protect, but he can't protect what the mama don't let him know. And women have lost their insight. Maybe it's from their generation, where generations before mine, or before my mother's, you could not tell anybody as a child, female, that you were molested. Because guess what? The person you telling is sleeping with the one that molested you. There was a lot of incest back then, and it was always the girl's fault. How in the world are 6 or 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 year old gonna be at fault because a grown pervert molested her? Women need to wake up. Women really need to get back to God because it's a known fact if a woman goes to God, she'll bring that man on with her if he truly loves her.
Yep.
And that's the problem. If he truly loves her, she going to church. Oh, he gonna start going. He might raise all kind of saying about her taking money to the church, but sooner or later, because he loves her, he gonna start giving her the money to put in the church. Next thing you know, he gonna start going. It's just a roller coaster. If you're going in the wrong direction on a roller coaster, it don't matter who's sitting in front, you're going in the wrong direction. But if she going in the right direction and she firm in it and dedicated and rooted in the word, see how much he love you. It won't take long, he'll be going there too. Quick little story. I know this lady, she was religious. Believe me, she really was. This guy met her, he tried to talk to her. Good looking man, but he had two problems, a drunk and a drug addict. She told him when he first met her that he had to give his life to God. And when I say a drug addict, it wasn't 3 months later. He really had got saved. He said because he told me he prayed that the Lord would take everything for him because that needed to be his wife. He ended up being the pastor of a church several years later. She went to the doctor. They told her she had cancer. She went to another doctor because she prayed about it. He said, you can call it cancer because you're going to be stuck with it the rest of your life. You're 3 months pregnant. The point I'm saying is this. If you stay rooted in the word, things change. It cannot stay the same. You have to pray about it. And once we as women that have been molested, have been fatherless, or in a situation where the father was there but it wasn't there and you still fatherless, start getting rooted in the word. Change the soil that you planted in. That's what it is. Good root can't survive in rotten soil. Sin is rotten soil. We need to get up, get with it, and stop saying I love the Lord, because love is the action word. Show him that you love him. What did he tell Peter? Feed my sheep.
Mm-hmm.
We're all prophets of God. With his eyes, his ears, his nose, his mouth, his hand, his feet, and he gives us power, discernment. So then we become, he talks to us. We tell what he wants us to know and stop doing it for ourselves. We got too many Christians that's living on the I-ism. I ain't seen the letter I in God or Jesus yet.
Nope.
And truth be told, the Holy Ghost don't have an I in it. The Holy Spirit does, but that I pertains to the Lord, not us. We need to study the word, and if we don't understand it, go to another book and read it. There are some books out there like the one you're talking about, Ancient Past. They need to read it so they can get some understanding. Pray for understanding. Don't pray to know everybody's business. It's not theirs. Stay about our Father's business. Anybody can have a daddy, but there's only one Father.
Exactly.
That's it. Now y'all know I could talk about this the next week, don't you?
Hey y'all, she talked more than me. Hey, y'all got any questions?
Hey,
any
it's
more
about
comments?
the word, as long as it's in the Bible.
Yep.
It's in the Bible.
Hold on, Mom. I do have a question real quick. I'm sorry to do this, y'all, but I ain't really breaking protocol, but I gotta ask Kendall a question. Bro, and we coming back. We coming out. It's a stupid question, Mom, but I gotta ask Kendall a question. Bro, what happened to Mike in the background when you was on earlier?
Do what? Mike,
bro. You couldn't climb out of that truck.
No, not that Mike. The Michael Jackson on his wall.
Bruh. No, I changed my angle tonight. That's all. I'll get him back on the screen next week.
No, man. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Like I said, this is a conversation about family dynamics.
Yeah.
Hey, we ain't got no gloves on. This straight bare knuckles wrapped in glass. So, thing is, like I said, I've always, you hear me say, my mama didn't raise me, but there's still another side of that, and there's spirits attached to that. And it ain't that I just suffered. She went through things too. So the thing is like she said, we got to be honest and be transparent. And everybody in some shape, form, or fashion, family jacked up. I ain't saying in a bad jacked up, but we all got skeletons in our closet. It's time to clean that junk out your closet and put a new wardrobe in there. So, we got any questions, any comments? Cause we got like
Ask me
13 more
anything. I don't
minutes.
care.
Go ahead. We got like 13 more minutes left because we try to let y'all out by 8 o'clock. Like I said, this wasn't supposed to be, but I feel like we need to do something a little bit different this time. I'm going to let KJ off the next time because I do work him a little bit. Anybody? Oh, and for any of y'all that got anything smart to say to me, my phone don't work, so you need to text it to my wife.
And don't do it while I'm online either.
No, because she, yeah, I heard you. Yep. Hey, I've seen a lot of change in Tracy.
Thank you,
I really have.
You can't be free unless you take it to the Lord.
Hey, I love her mama too. Hey, and I love Carissa mama Janet. They remind me of you, mama.
They ain't got no more children. Both of them my girls now.
No, I'm saying they gangster on the outside, but there's a sweetness in the inside.
You can tell Miss Betty, you can tell Miss Janet, they don't have no children no more. They mine.
They all
you
good.
Heard me?
I know it. I hear you. So, well, bro, if ain't nobody got nothing to say, like I said, if ain't nobody got nothing to say, man, we want to definitely. I'm be honest with you. Dang, Carissa, your mama laughed so hard she done gave you away. That jacked up.
Tell her she didn't give her away. I took her.
Hey, mama, Carissa. Hey, Riri must have been a bad child.
Away when people take it from you.
Yeah,
that's all right. You couldn't have been half as bad as your mama.
No. Well, Mr. KJ, man, if ain't nobody got no comments, so. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, mama. You're not gonna remake a song for me?
Yeah, hey KJ, she was a little upset when I said Riri wasn't gonna be singing.
Oh man, yeah. We're gonna have to work that out again, mama. I promise. We'll get it right. We'll get you set up for that.
Yeah, hey, no, seriously though. One of these hey mama, mama, you listen to me. Hey, one of these Sundays we're gonna have my mama come up here and we're gonna let her have the pulpit one Sunday. I don't know what Sunday it is, but we'll do something.
It can't be on my birthday. You know what I gotta do then.
Now I'm on for those that's from God's house online, the 5th Sunday, which is March 31st. It's 99.9999% chance me and my family won't be at the church for 5th Sunday because my mama is speaking, so I like to go support her. Plus, it's her birthday, so that's my thing is you can't get a better birthday present if you giving people the word.
Bro, we'll all just pull up. We'll all just make it a road trip.
Hey, that's good to me too. Hey, you said we were going global, bro.
They think they talking about, I know he just didn't say that. They just don't know. Your mama saying
Kendall my road dog too.
It's gonna be said.
Him and Papa Leonard does ride to Atlanta.
All right.
Straight up. I will go. I even play a song. I even play a song behind you, mama.
Hey, Rob said they make it happen. Hey, but now my mom, we ain't gonna hold them on because they say this. I don't know if there's any. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Yep, we are responsible for our own healing. If we choose, if we will break the generational trauma. Yep. No.
All right, there she go. Right on time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, mama.
I'll tell you something. As a black church, you know you're going places when the other race come in on you. See, that's God's plan. All races. Sooner or later, you're going to have every race at God's house. Y'all have to start looking for that bigger house.
I know it.
Say that.
We're looking.
Receive that.
Well, I ain't looking yet, but I know the Lord gonna do something because it's too much excitement. Too many people got a spirit of
If you
expectations.
start
Too
looking,
many pregnant people.
look in faith, it's gonna come to you now.
I got faith. There's a spot I've
Mm.
already spied out. I thought about calling. I know for a fact we can't
Hey,
afford
do
it,
the
but
Joel
I know how
Osteen.
God works. Hey,
He
that's
couldn't afford
what I'm
his
talking
spot
about.
either. Couldn't none of those preachers afford it. They could none of them afford it.
Yeah, hey,
As
I thought about
songwriter said, you got
there's
to
one
step out
spot
the
I want to
box.
call to see what they want. Yeah, there's one spot I've been
Call
wanting
them
to
anyway.
call the salespeople, see what they want. Yeah, matter of
Call
fact,
them anyway.
she's
Do you
supposed to be
normally
watching
tell
that.
me what he wants?
Yeah, I'm gonna call him. Hey, matter of fact, Kayla done already told me I need to be reaching out to him. Wait, Mama,
Yeah.
we're gonna go ahead and
Take one step, he'll make you two.
well, never mind. We can't start right now. We still got 7 more minutes, I was told. So, but anyway, like I said, man. Yeah, but nah, we got to get that another time. Hey, but nah, man, I definitely enjoyed tonight, man. I think, I think it was needed. I think tonight was a conversation that was needed.
Be ye ready.
Yep.
No, but it helped me too, because see, a lot of times all that stuff happens to us. We take that I don't care attitude, but all we've done is suppress it, and you still walking around with a certain amount of anger subconsciously. And the least little thing people do to you, that anger is going to erupt.
Hey,
and that's
been
what I
there,
pray all
done
the
that.
time. Don't, Lord, please don't let them talk to me like they just talked to that person. Please don't let them put their hand on me. And
been
I
there,
said,
done that,
Lord,
Mama.
please keep my mouth shut now. And then, but devil said, ask them, did they really do that? And I asked them, did you just put your hand on me? And then Satan talked to them too. They say, yeah, I did. Okay. That was then. Thank you, Lord.
Hey, one thing, y'all always think I'm joking. When I say my mama crazy, that ain't no bad crazy. That's a good crazy. If I ever say something other than she crazy, then we got a problem. But if I say she crazy, that's good. If I say I'm crazy, that's good. It ain't the crazy that people may think I'm talking about. Man, hey, we good. So, but man, hey, Mama, I thank you.
Yeah, I'm good.
We'll be talking. Hey, once I can get my phone working, I'll give you a call again. I can't call you right now. I definitely, I can't call you right now because I gotta get my phone updated.
Anybody that has issues, and you tell them all, any of them that have issues with mental abuse, physical abuse, any type, ask the Lord first to release that anger from you, because you got it. At least I know I did. And I projected that anger toward other people. As a 12, 13, and 14-year-old, it was none for me to be, as we call, the brakes off a grown man.
No, hey, you remember?
James Edward.
So, you remember James Edward?
Don't you say it.
No, he used to always tell me when I was growing up, said, man, when your mama was a teenager, like 18, 19 years old, she used to beat up grown men. I told her, they just don't know you, Mama. Hey, but I know what.
That would bother
I know
me
what God.
Make it clear.
I know they bother you first. I know that. No, I'm saying you would lay hands on people. And that song was that. What's that, Carissa name? Try Jesus, don't try me, cause I lay hands.
That's it.
That was true. All right, Mr. KJ, Mama. Yeah, since her phone ain't up anyway. All right, Mama. We're gonna go ahead and close it out. I love you and I thank you.
Yes.
All right, Mr. KJ.
I love all
yes.
Yes, man. Shout out to Pastor Said, and now shout out to Mama Nooks tonight. we appreciate everybody tuning in. We appreciate everybody tuning in with Okay, I got you. We appreciate everybody. Yeah, we appreciate everybody tuning in. This was the God's House of Restoration, Nuck If You Buck, After Dark, Late Night Conversations version. So we hope everybody was blessed by it, because I know I was. The family dynamics, man. That's what it was on tonight. So yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Don't forget, man, next week, Ancient Paths. Go ahead and grab that book. We're going to get started on that. And as always, don't forget to check us out on Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m. for our live worship service. 1407 Miller Street, Christiana, Tennessee. Come on out and fellowship with us. We want to see you in the place and meet you face to face. So other than that, good people, we thank you. We're going to cut the music up. Shout out to Mama again tonight. God bless everybody. Yeah.